So in this video I want to talk about exercise regressions and progressions. Hey there everyone, Jason DePaoli here from the Edge Strength and Conditioning, and welcome back to one of my videos here. Now I want to talk about exercise regression and progressions. Now when I train a client and when I get a person in who hasn't been into the gym or doesn't really know how to train themselves very much, they're very basic, they're newbies into the gym, I don't tend to go straight in and give them back squats, deadlifts, bench presses straight away. I do a proper movement observation to see how they move and their flexibility first. But I do see when I go to gyms around, whether the gym I work in now or other gyms, I do see personal trainers and coaches go straight into a complete newbie, giving them a conventional deadlift from the floor or the back squat or really complicated exercises that you really need to build up before you start doing those certain exercises. So this is what I want to talk about, regressions and progressions, and I'm going to go through a few samples here as well. Now when I get someone, I don't get them doing a conventional deadlift, say, straight away, or a back squat. I want to see how they move. So first of all, I would go for a standard. I have like 3 or 4 different progressions, but I'll go through a standard one. So the first one I will probably go through first of all is just a standard RDL, maybe first of all, or maybe an RDL with a kettlebell, just to get the hip hinge. So I want to get that first of all. Now that is something I want to do. I don't go straight into doing conventional deadlifts. An RDL is a Romanian deadlift, either from the rack, or I use a kettlebell, or even not even that, I use them to put the hands on the thighs and literally run the hands down the thighs by pushing their hips back. I just want to get that movement pattern in. I don't go straight in to getting someone first day on the job or first time in the gym, getting a bar with even if it's just 2 5s, it's going straight in head first on a deadlift movement that is very complicated for a newbie to do. Now if you're an intermediate and you've been in the gym and you know roughly how to do a deadlift, maybe okay, but I wouldn't go straight in to doing a conventional deadlift straight away, or even a back squat. Even if it's a squat, I would probably get doing a goblet squat or a landmine squat to start off, just to see how they move. Now I'm going to go through a list of squat progressions in a second. I've got progressions for hinge lunge, a push and a pull, that's a horizontal pull and a vertical pull, and even a press and some carries. But I'm not going to go through the entire list here because I don't want to tell everyone my lists and everything. If you're a personal trainer, you should have them all yourself. If you don't, why not? You should know your progressions and regressions. So for the squat, I'll go through the standard one. So I would go standardly for first off, if you're newbie, I go goblet squat. Then I would, if you can't really do that, I would regress and then probably do just an air squat by yourself, just up and down, sort of hands up and down, just doing an air squat. And if you can't really do that and you find that difficult, then I will regress that, and regression is really a wall sit, just so you've got so you get your quads working out. Now from the standard, if I progress from there, so from the goblet squat, then I will probably go into a back squat or a very light back squat from there. Now and then a progression from there would be a front squat. That would be sort of the main progressions. If you're really good from there and you've been training, you know what you're doing, the highest one from the squat, in my opinion, is an overhead squat. But that would be someone who is pretty much know how to squat, their form is good, their technique is really good, the mobility is good to do an overhead squat. So I wouldn't get a newbie doing that straight away. I would go in. So the list I would do first of all is, like I say, I would do for the squats, this is my progression. Sometimes it changes, so it would change, but first of all would be a wall sit. So I'm going through the basic ones all the way down until the very end, until the massive big progression at the end where you do an overhead squat. So the first one would be a wall sit, like I said. The second one would be like an air squat to a bench. So you're doing an air squat and you're sitting your bum and you're touching your bum to a bench. The next one would be the air squat, so go down as low as you can. The next one would be maybe a dumbbell, kettlebell goblet squat. That would be the next one. This would change either with a landmine squat, so you're holding a landmine and you're going up and down. So those can change about, it depends on the equipment available at the time. Then probably a goblet squat to a bench, and then probably dumbbell squats. So you would hold the dumbbells by your side or either up by your chest. So you go to a dumbbell squat like that. Then I would do like maybe a Frankenstein squat, which is holding your hands out, maybe with a light bar on that. Then a front squat, back squat, and then an overhead squat. Front squat, back squat, sometimes I'll reverse, but there's a whole list there that I would do just for the squats. Now I've got a whole list for the lunge, a whole list for the push, the pull, vertical pull, horizontal pulls, carries and all that. But I just want to say, when you go to the gym, if you're looking for a personal trainer, they have to go through those progressions. If you get a personal trainer and go straight into conventional deadlift straight away, straight into back squat, straight into front squats, when you've only been training for a couple of weeks, alarm bell should be ringing. In my opinion, you've got to work up to those. If you, like I say, if you are a complete newbie, if you've been to the gym for a few times, you know how to do it, maybe go into our next progression. So there's my little sort of talk about progressions and regressions and how I go about it. So there's lots of different variations. Like I say, it's just one movement pattern squat, and I've listed a good maybe half a dozen exercises there, and I could probably rattle off a few more. So just that's for one movement. So there we go. So I hope you like this video about regressions and progressions with exercises. If you do, please like and share. Please get me on Instagram. I'll put my link up here now. Please like and follow me on Instagram. I have a lot more information on Instagram and social media that I don't put on other channels and stuff. If you can, please get me on that, and please do not hesitate to message me if you like my style of training. I train more of the older adult, but I can train anyone and whatever you wish, whatever your goals. Is it fat loss, strength training, or anything of you training for a marathon or a sport event? So there we go. Hope you like this video. Please like and share, and I shall see you on another video coming real soon.